Hi guys, welcome to or back to my channel. I've got a new video for you guys today, but first, before we talk about that, thank you guys so much for 200 subscribers. Oh my god. I can't believe that this channel has already hit 200 subscribers, and truly from the bottom of my heart, I cannot thank you enough. Truly, it means so much to me, and I have no words. Like, that's how shocked I am that I have 200 subscribers. This is only a midpoint in the year, and I'm just in shock that I already have 200, and I'm so glad that you guys love my content and love to just be here and see all the vinyl, the fangirling, the vlogs, all the fun things that I do. So I'm very grateful for you guys. Thank you. In today's video, we're going to be going through my top 10 most expensive vinyl according to Discogs. I've seen this trend all over like TikTok and over like Instagram especially, about you find your top 10 most expensive vinyl in your collection and you showcase them. This is not a flex in any way. This is just me curious of the idea, going through my collection and seeing what I have, because truly it is quite shocking when you go through your collection and over time you see how much a rare record is worth, or an RSD, or a variant that wasn't very expensive at the time but now is years later. It's crazy. It genuinely is very shocking. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into today's video. The way I'm going to be doing it is I'm going to be looking at my list and I'm going to be going down from 10 all the way to 1, from least expensive to the most expensive. Starting us off today is Gracie Abrams with her album The Secret of Us, with the purple variant that also came with a signed insert. If you haven't seen it before, my insert is literally hanging right there. You can't really see it super well, so I will insert a little picture right here for you guys to see what it looks like up close. However, there were a couple variants that came with a signed insert from Gracie Abrams' website, and I decided to get the purple because purple is my favorite color. And the camera doesn't even do it justice. This, when you put it up to light or like up towards any form like the sun or a window or anything like that, it is so pretty and I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite vinyls. It just fits the vibe. There was a signed yellow, so it would come with a signed insert but with a standard yellow pressing. I did like that, but I'm just a purple girl at heart, and I love this one so much. I got this for retail price off of Gracie Abrams' website when she first dropped signed vinyl, but now the cheapest that this vinyl goes for is $50.99, and the highest being $103.99. So she definitely went up in price. Coming up at number 9 is also Gracie Abrams with The Secret of Us, except this is the Blood Records exclusive variant. I don't really know how to explain this vinyl, but it's like not per se marbled, but like I don't really know. It's not a split. It goes like around. It's really weird how it like looks. But I don't know how to explain this, if it's like a splatter of a sort or marbled. I'm not too entirely sure, but I'm just gonna say it's like somewhat marbled for now. And this is the cloudy yellow with white mixed in. It's very pretty, and this is one of the reasons I was so happy I didn't get the yellow variant off of Gracie's website, because Blood Records dropped this a little while later. Fun fact about this vinyl is it also came hand numbered, and I got number 3,428 out of 4,000. So this is very fun, very pretty, and I'm very grateful to have this on vinyl. I bought all my vinyl for retail price, just to give you guys a little detail on that. But the cheapest that this vinyl goes for is $80.20, and then the most expensive is $109.20. That's crazy. Coming in at number 8 is Sabrina Carpenter's album Emails I Can't Send. However, this is the 2-year anniversary pressing, so it comes on this beautiful like ruby red, and it is so pretty. It's like the perfect shade of red, in my opinion. I love this. I thought that this variant was so much better than the bone white variant that was on her website, just because there's little accents of red, and I think it just fits it like perfectly. That's just me though. The cheapest this vinyl goes for is $78.38, and then the highest is $155. Vinyl number 7 is, if any of you are surprised, another Gracie Abrams record. This is Gracie Abrams live on the Secret of Us tour at the Radio City Music Hall, which is, oh my gosh, I cannot express how much I love this record, and I think this is one of my most favorites to just spin in general because it is, quite frankly, the entire show, and it is so acoustically beautiful. I could talk about this album for hours, this vinyl for hours, about how much I love it, and I would listen to this all day, every day, if I had the choice. This album does just come on a standard black. This also was a Record Store Day 2025 vinyl, so this was very wanted by some people, so I understand that. My only wish is that it came with, like, I don't know, maybe like a yellow glitter vinyl, maybe something like fun. But this also is just a RSD first, so she could repress this in the future, but we are not too sure. But I think most likely she will end up doing that. But nonetheless, I'm just so happy to have this on vinyl. I love it. The cheapest this vinyl goes for is $120.50, and the highest it goes for is $162.12. Honestly, I can see it. I can see why. Record Store Day vinyl, and it's like a live record from a concert. I can see it. I can see it. Next up, we have a vinyl that was my biggest ISO for the longest time, just to have it on vinyl, like, at all. It was just my biggest ISO, and that is Taylor Swift's Lover Live from Paris. If any of you have been here for like a super, super long time, you might have seen my Lover Live from Paris unboxing video and my entire record collection video when I talked about this and how it just means so much to me. And when I went to the Eras tour, I saw Daylight live. I think I talked about this in those videos. I might have. I don't really remember. But I saw Daylight live at my Eras tour show, and it was the most special thing in the world. So hearing it on here just, like, makes me relive my night, and it was just so special. I also got Daylight mashed up with This Is Me Trying. That was an experience, let me tell you. It does come on 2 different discs. It comes on like the yellow, and then it comes on this blue disc. This vinyl, before there was a repress, used to sell for so much money. If you're a Taylor Swift fan, you probably know all of how that broke out. But then she repressed it this year in January. But somehow, however, it still does resell for a good amount. The cheapest it goes for is $60.81, and the highest being $163.22. Now, compared to the first time the first press of this went on resale, nothing at all. Like, that's actually, like, doable for the people who choose to buy it off resale. The first time, though, very blessed to have this on vinyl, let me tell you. I truly am just grateful to have all the records I have. They are my prized possessions, and these are definitely some that are, like, very special to me. However, number 1 is extremely special to me, and you'll see it soon. I also have a fun little surprise to show you at the end of this video. If any of you saw my Wednesday video when I talked about my pre-orders, one of them arrived, and we might unbox it, so stay tuned. Coming up at number 5 is another RSD 25, and that is Kelsea Ballerini's The First Time 10-Year Anniversary Edition. The cover is everything. I love her hair in this cover. I think it's so cute. But nonetheless, the pressing, it literally looks like someone took a paintbrush and painted it. That's how beautiful it looks. This is such a good album. This was Kelsea Ballerini's first studio album, actually, and then she repressed it with a few extra songs, actually, so it's even better. The cheapest that this vinyl goes for is $145, and the highest being $199.99. Coming in at number 4 is Melanie Martinez Crybaby Deluxe. This one, not only is it special because of everything that it includes, but it was also one of my first few vinyl that I got. It might have been the second, but it was one of the first few that started my whole collection, so it's 10 times better. But it does come on 2 different color variants. It comes on baby pink and baby blue. And one of the reasons it's rare, I guess you could say, is because it came with this, like, this sleeve over top of it. And you may be wondering, like, why it's not on it and, like, in the actual vinyl. Well, one, it doesn't fit in a sleeve because my sleeves, like, only fit, like, the specifics of it, the specific, like, gatefold and stuff, if that makes sense. And I also use it to store my Tortured Poets vinyls because they won't fit in their sleeves and in the outer sleeve, so I have to put them in this. But I kind of prefer it that way because I keep this and my really special records inside of my Taylor Swift acoustic vinyl box, so I can, like, preserve it better, if you will. But this is what it came with. One of the vinyls that started it all, so it's very special. The least that Crybaby goes for is $97.50, and the highest being $211.49. We are finally moving on to our top 3 most expensive vinyl. So in third place is Conan Gray's 5-year anniversary pressing of Heather. Fun fact is he actually drew this and then they screen printed it onto the sleeve, and I think it's so pretty. I love when artists, like, make the actual picture or paint it or drawing or anything like that and they use it as a vinyl cover. So creative. I love it. This is what it comes with, and it is just truly, I can't talk about this enough. I think it is so pretty. In second place, we have Miss Taylor Swift again, and this is the Tortured Poets department. But the reason this is so special and rare and more rare is because it came with a signed insert, which you can't see, but I will put a little picture of it right here. That is my signed insert that I got with it. And I think the sole reason that it is so expensive and in second place in my collection is because it came with the signed insert. It's the same as, like, the standard edition too, which is funny, but this just came with a signed insert, and it's Taylor Swift, and I do know how much her signed inserts can go for, so that makes sense. The resale price for Taylor Swift's The Tortured Poets department with the signed insert at the minimum being $172.50, and then $290.13 at the maximum. Now we are finally at the very last vinyl, the vinyl that is also in first place for the most expensive record in my collection. And again, this one has a very big story. It will always be a very personal meaning, not because of how rare it was, not because of how it resales, just because of the story of how I got it, and that's what makes it so special to me. But this is a very crazy price, and I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised either. The vinyl in first place is Wicked, the movie soundtrack, Record Store Day 2025 pressing. I love this cover. It's so cute. I think this is so sweet. I love this cover so much. It's simple, it's cute, and it's very Wicked. I love it. This is a glitter vinyl, if you can see it. This thing is seriously so glittery. Like, the camera doesn't even do it justice. But this is the Alphaba vinyl, and this is the Glinda vinyl. So, just so pretty. And again, the camera does not do it justice. These were numbered to 2,000 in the US. I got number 1978. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, it's right there. I got number 1978, and it is absolutely crazy. If you saw my Record Store Day vlog, I talked about this, but my record store only had 2 of them. Now for the absolutely crazy part of how this vinyl is very rare. The least that this vinyl resales for is $360.65, and the maximum being $499.99. It is truly insane what vinyl go for after the matter of the fact that they are bought or they are discontinued or they're like an exclusive. Mind-blowing, honestly. Now for the fun little surprise I mentioned earlier about how I talked about on Wednesday in my pre-order video that I had quite a few vinyl on the way. Well, one of them got here today, and we're gonna go ahead and open it. I will go ahead and tell you guys that it is Sabrina Carpenter. If any of you are Sabrina lovers or just music lovers in general, you'll know that Sabrina Carpenter just dropped a new single and it is called Man-Child. So this is what it is. It's not much, and I mentioned that in the last video that it probably wouldn't be a crazy amount, but I do think this is so cute, and we are gonna open this because this is a PVC sleeve. Sabrina Carpenter, what were you thinking? Love you, but what were you thinking? This is PVC. You know this is bad for records. Just gonna be very gentle with it because PVC can damage your records so easily. Oh no, don't stick, don't stick, don't stick. This is stressing me out. So the two songs on this vinyl are Man-Child on side A, and on side B is Inside Your Head When You Just Won an Argument with a Man. What a cute little vinyl. I do like the clear, I will say that. The PVC, I talked about him before. Y'all know my opinion. And I'm gonna go ahead and actually put it in a little inner sleeve so I don't put it back in there. Much better for your record. Always gonna be much better for your record. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please like, subscribe, comment down below if you haven't. And again, thank you for 200 subscribers. I'm gonna say it again. Thank you so, so much. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you again next time with a new video. Bye guys, happy Saturday!